Hi, I'm Sue Miller with the Wisconsin Automobile and Truck Dealers Association. In the previous video, we discussed how recalls affect the sale of new and used vehicles and the disclosure requirements that apply to franchise dealers. In this video, we'll cover two additional topics. First, what happens if a dealership chooses to disclose recall information and gets it wrong? And second, what about manufacturer stop sales? So let's start with recall disclosures. As we discussed in the previous video, only dealers franchised for the make of the vehicle are required to disclose the recall condition. At the time this rule was adopted, access to recall information was not readily available. Today, dealers of any make and consumers can look up recall information. So the question becomes, should you, the dealership, disclose recalls if you're not franchised for that make? It may seem helpful to perform this check and share the results with your customer. If you discover unperformed recalls, you are required to inform your customer as it is material history. However, dealerships should use caution in claiming that all recalls have been checked or performed. In some cases, it may be better to direct the customer to recall resources so they can check the vehicle themselves, as incorrectly disclosing the recall condition of a vehicle may place your dealership at risk. So let's turn now to the second topic, manufacturer stop sales. A stop sale occurs when a manufacturer instructs its franchisees to stop selling certain vehicles, even if the law would otherwise permit those vehicles to be sold. To illustrate this, let's use a vehicle from history as an example, the Edsel Corsair. Let's say the Corsair's airbag is recalled. Under the law, new Corsairs would have to be held until the recall repair can be performed. Used Corsairs, however, could still be sold, provided the recall is disclosed by Edsel franchisees. Non-franchisees would have no disclosure requirements. A stop sale changes that. If Edsel implements a stop sale, its franchisees are instructed to hold all vehicles, not just new ones. That means Edsel franchisees would not be permitted by Edsel to sell Corsairs until the recall repair is completed. Other dealerships, however, could still buy and sell recalled Edsel Corsairs because they are not bound by the manufacturer's instruction. This situation typically occurs when the manufacturer believes the problem presents a significant safety issue. However, stop sales negatively affect franchisees. Edsel dealers may look for ways to dispose of vehicles they cannot sell. One potential result is that recalled Edsel Corsairs end up being offered for sale only by dealerships that have no obligation to research or disclose the recall status of the vehicle. Some manufacturers attempt to prevent dealerships from disposing of used stop sale vehicles by incorporating financial consequences if the manufacturer learns that a dealership failed to hold a vehicle until the recall repair is completed. There's a mechanism available to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. If the safety issue is so severe that a vehicle should not be driven at all until the recall repair is performed, NHTSA can issue a mandatory park order. If one were issued, it would stop all dealership sales and prohibit private operation of the vehicle. So thank you for watching. If you have questions or ideas for a future short video topic, please feel free to contact me at 608-251-8024 or by email at smiller@watda.org.